Imagine a creature so terrifyingly cool it makes dinosaurs look like backyard chickens. A beast that eats like a garbage disposal with teeth, smells with its tongue, wears built-in medieval armor, and oh yeah, it comes equipped with venom. Welcome to the Komodo dragon, nature's boss-level lizard, the apex predator stomping around Indonesia like it owns the place. And honestly, it kinda does. These aren't your backyard geckos. We're talking 8 to 10 feet long, up to 200 pounds of scaly muscle, a living relic that looks like it was ripped out of Jurassic Park and dropped into modern-day Indonesia. Picture a crocodile and a dinosaur had a kid who hit the gym religiously and never skipped leg day. That's your Komodo dragon. And while they look like they crawled out of a fantasy novel, these bad boys are very real and very deadly. Their home turf is surprisingly small. Just a handful of Indonesian islands: Komodo, Rinca, Flores, Gili Motang, and Padar. That's it. You won't find them in Africa, the Amazon, or Australia. These dragons are exclusive, limited edition, the biological equivalent of a luxury sneaker drop. And on those islands, they rule with the quiet confidence of a crime boss who doesn't need competition. Because there isn't any. But don't be fooled. These apex predators aren't just lounging on the beach all day. They've got an edge even over each other. Because Komodo dragons, they're cannibals. If you're small, slow, and happen to be a Komodo, your bigger cousin might decide you're the lunch special. Up to 10% of their diet comes from eating younger dragons. That's why the babies live in trees for the first few years. Literally to avoid being eaten by their own family. A Komodo reunion isn't hugs and smiles, it's bloodshed and burping. For decades, scientists thought Komodos killed with their filthy mouths. The theory was that their saliva was loaded with deadly bacteria, so one bite was basically a ticket to septic shock. Gross, but wrong. The truth is far more terrifying. Komodos kill with venom. They've got specialized venom glands in their jaws that pump out a toxic cocktail. It lowers blood pressure, stops blood from clotting, and turns your insides into a slow-motion disaster. It's not a quick kill. It's a bleed out while the dragon follows, you kill. Like a horror movie villain with all day to wait. And when the victim finally collapses, that's when the feast begins. Komodos don't eat politely. They don't nibble. They don't snack. They devour. A fully grown Komodo can eat up to 80% of its body weight in one sitting. That's like a 200-pound human eating 160 pounds of barbecue ribs in one go, then waddling off for a nap. Goats, deer, monkeys, water buffalo, even smaller Komodos, all swallowed whole in horrifying python-like gulps. Their jaws are hinged. Their stomachs expand like balloons. The only leftovers: hooves, horns, and hair. Basically a garbage chute with legs. But Komodos aren't just brawny garbage disposals. They're also armored. Underneath those scarred scales are osteoderms, tiny bone plates built right into the skin. Imagine medieval chainmail grown from the inside out. It's the ultimate natural armor, making them harder to injure and tougher to kill. Evolution didn't mess around here. It forged a tank, gave it venom, and said, "Yep, that's done. Now let's talk hunting style." Komodos don't waste energy charging around. They're ambush specialists. They find a good patch of tall grass, lay low like a reptilian landmine, and wait. Could be minutes, could be hours. But when the moment comes, they explode. A Komodo can sprint at 13 miles per hour, 21 kilometers per hour, in short bursts. That's like a 200-pound venom missile barreling toward you. And once they've latched on, the venom and patience do the rest. And good luck hiding. Komodos don't rely on eyesight alone. They smell with their tongues, flicking them into the air to collect scent particles. Those particles are delivered to the Jacobson's organ on the roof of the mouth, which acts like a radar system. With this biological superpower, Komodos can detect a dead or dying animal from up to 6 miles away. 6 miles. Bleed anywhere on the island, and you've basically sent them a dinner invitation. As if they weren't weird enough, Komodos also play by their own reproductive rules. They can reproduce the normal way, with a mate. Or if no males are around, females can switch on parthenogenesis. That means they can create offspring entirely on their own. No king required. Komodo queens can restart the population solo. The catch? All the babies born this way are male. But evolution doesn't see that as a problem. It sees it as a survival hack. One isolated female can literally reboot the species from scratch. And here's another twist. Komodo dragons are immune to their own biological weapons. With venom potent enough to drop a buffalo, you'd think one bite during a Komodo-on-Komodo fight would be fatal. Nope. They've evolved supercharged immune systems, resistant to their own venom and to nasty pathogens in their saliva. So when they fight, and they fight a lot, they can take brutal bites, shake them off, and walk away like reptilian wolverines. Their senses are equally strange. Hearing? Bah, not great. Color vision? So-so. But their night vision? Killer. They can stalk prey under cover of darkness, shifting into stealth mode like scaly shadows. Imagine a 10-foot venom tank that sees you clearly in the dark while moving silently across the ground. That's nightmare fuel. Even their eggs play by unusual rules. In Komodos, gender isn't decided by chromosomes, but by temperature. Around 88 degrees Fahrenheit, 31 degrees Celsius. In the nest, male. A few degrees hotter or colder, female. It's a biological roulette wheel where the sun and soil hold all the power. And as the climate shifts, that delicate balance could tip entire generations into skewed gender ratios. To the local people, Komodos aren't just animals. On Komodo Island, they're called ora, which means land crocodile. They're seen as guardians, tied to myth and spirit. Some villagers even claim they share bloodlines with the dragons, like distant cousins who just happen to be 10 feet long and allergic to subtlety. And when you see one in the wild, tail dragging like a prehistoric anchor, eyes locked on yours, you kind of believe it. But here's the tragic part. Despite all their armor, venom, and dominance, Komodo dragons are endangered. Fewer than 5,000 remain in the wild. Their habitats are shrinking under climate change, rising seas, and human expansion. One of Earth's strangest, most jaw-dropping creatures is quietly slipping toward extinction. So maybe the Komodo dragon really is a creature out of fantasy. A fire breather without the fire. A monster without the malice. A living legend balancing between survival and myth, ruling its islands with the quiet confidence of something that remembers when it ruled the world. And if you're ever lucky enough to meet one, you'll never forget it.